G'day everyone, Jimbo coming to you from Thailand, where I live, in a beautiful house with my family in between tours at the moment. We live basically outside Australia started off mainly financial reasons, and now that we do this, I've lived in India and Bali and here with my girlfriend and 2 kids. You know, it's fucking good, especially for someone who's a traveller at heart. I fucking love it, seeing new shit and all this, and then I go back to Australia and I get to see Australia. And by Australia, man, I've fucking seen a lot of fucking towns in Australia. I've been travelling around it for 15 years, and I want to basically see every town in Australia by the end of my fucking life, and show as many videos to people as I can about Australia and also other countries. And Gary's kind of been the catalyst for me being able to show these videos to a real fucking wide audience. I mean, as far as being a YouTube star, Gary's a fucking star. I'm the fucking chauffeur. I put a bit of fucking spice into it, but he's the main ingredient in the meal. But I want to talk to you about the mechanics and the background of an income being someone who's got a high profile on social media, because it's a common question. Like, it's more common than fucking, do you get laid? Fucking, you know, the biggest question is, how much money do you make? And which is fair enough. Most people judge people by the amount of money they've got, and when you sort of an entertainer, comedian, whatever, it's pretty hard to fucking tell where your fucking status is regarding money. But I'm here to tell you, as a guy who's had a fair bit of experience with social media and some success, you've pretty well earned fuck all money from ads on YouTube, right? Man, I get about $3,000 a year, and I've got a YouTube company, full screen, who's been the middleman between me and the ads, and I could probably get more if I didn't go with them. But the bottom line is, you get fuck all money. Fuck all. And $3,000 is great here in Thailand. Fucking, don't get me wrong, man, that pays my rent for a whole fucking year for the family. But in Australia, the average income is 80 grand a year, which, if you're from another country, you might think, fuck, and that's all right. But if you live in Australia, it's fucking expensive, man. Just to fucking, you know, tread water, man. So, $3,000 a year is not going to fucking cut it for fucking housing a family, let alone keeping them on the road with fucking fuel and accommodation and all this, which I need when I'm doing these videos every day, because I haven't got enough time to fucking just, you know, get veggie oil fuel, which I used to do before I had Gary and I did videos, and, you know, just fucking lay low. I went around Australia for years just by myself, fucking having a good time on fuck all money, and I stayed healthy. But what I've noticed with all these videos since Gary's gone off in 2014 is that I get really unhealthy on tour, man. Like, looking after a goat and doing videos all day and all the attention you get, and trying to do the odd gig. At the beginning of each tour, I fucking am pretty fit and healthy, because I've put a few months into eating well and exercising and sleeping and resting and getting myself into shape for the tour ahead, which most performers do when they're on a grueling tour, right? You know, sure, there's fucking stories of fucking rock and roll and all this and fucking, but most of those ones just fucking die out pretty fucking quickly. The long-term ones, you know, going right up to the Madonnas and the Mick Jaggers and all that, they fucking look after themselves, man. Even fucking Keith Richards, man, he fucking looks after himself. He fucking, and when he did heroin, it was fucking pretty good stuff, but he's not on that shit now. Look at them. So what happens is, at the beginning of the tour, I'm fucking in good shape, and by the end of the tour, only 2-3 months later, I'm pretty fucked. And it's not from doing drugs or even getting pissed. It's just from fucking not moving and having fucking too much bread and comfort food and fucking stuff. And, you know, when you're sort of well known, everyone's asking you to their place to hang out with them for fucking pizzas and beers. So, and you just, my inbox is just full of fucking, can you come to my place? you know, come over, I'll, you know, Gary can have some grass and you can have some fucking pizza and fucking I'll give you free beers. And it's like, fuck, man, if you really like my stuff, how about you just put $3 into my account and I can just keep doing it? Why the fuck am I going to travel 2,000 kilometres to your house, man? I just want good stories. And if you're just talking about fucking beer and eating grass, it's probably not going to be a fucking interesting story. Mind you, you probably got good, interesting stories, but and I've done this for years. You got to sift through 8 hours of fucking shit to fucking get to the gold, and I've done that for years. And I've heard a lot of great stories, man. I've stayed at so many people's houses and stuff, and been lucky enough to do that. For instance, fucking what's one? I remember Broken Hill, South Broken Hill, staying with Bart, who gave me a great gig with the Alma Soccer Club, and I went back to his shed afterwards, and all his mates came around, and one in particular, I've forgotten his name, one of his best mates, he was telling me the story about how, this is like about 6 hours into it, but it was a good story, right? But I haven't got time now to just hang out with drunks and just fucking, you know, get 3 minutes of gold material after fucking listening to them for fucking 10 hours, and then, you know, doing, just fucking kill me, man. And plus, you won't see many fucking videos. It'll be just fucking, oh, he's fucking a drunk. I mean, who fucking doesn't know a drunk? It's not going to be fucking interesting. So, anyway, Bart's mate, I remember he basically told me the story about how he was having a fucking wank in front of this porno at home. And he fell asleep. And he woke up with 3 people in front of him. His fucking 18-year-old daughter, his wife, and his mother-in-law. Just fucking staring at him, and he just kind of went, oh fuck, I better fucking, you know, make sure they don't see anything. And he just kind of looked down and he realised that his cock was out. He had fucking a scrunched up piece of fucking tissue in his paper, and the porno was still running. And he said, you know what, Jimbo, I realised then that there was no way I was going to fucking get out of this situation, so I just fucking took it on the chin. And I'm not talking about the fucking semen either. And yeah, it's a funny story. But essentially, for me to keep doing this as an entertainer, I've got to look after myself. And I've realised that if I'm going to get an income from doing this, it's selling ads from YouTube. But there's not all. They're like, I'm telling you here, fucking anyone who wants to become a YouTube star, you're just a fucking battery hen for these big companies who use these middle companies, marketers, advertisers, to just fucking get you to, my job is basically to get your attention so that these people can flog stuff to you. You're the product, not what I do. So I've been trying to turn that around with a donation system, which doesn't really work. So I went back to doing t-shirts with full screens where they go, you know, mind you, t-shirts are fucking big, man. They you know, the sizes and all the different, you know, it's a fucking, you need a fucking big room, a lot of room in your truck, and postage, and fucking, it's a big deal. So they go, we'll fucking do it. Just put ads on our YouTube, on your YouTube and your Facebook for it. And I did that, and I got about $3 for it, for fucking promoting the fuck out of these t-shirts to millions of people. So they're basically just giving me $3 to advertise their stuff. And I don't know how many orders they get. So I'm going back to the donation model. And I can do it because I live a pretty fucking lean life, expense-wise. But, you know, I want to fucking earn more, definitely, so I can keep going, so I can just concentrate on these videos. So I've looked into Patreon, and the problem with Patreon, it's the same thing. It's a big company that takes 5% of all donations, which is, you know, I mean, they're doing a good thing, but I don't like that. It's like, fucking, if you really want to give me fucking money, fucking just put it into my bank account. I've got it on GaryTheGoat.tv, a donate button there. And the other thing about Patreon is it really encourages a closer relationship with your donors. So, you know, it's like, oh, if you do this, I'll do this for you, which is, you know, I get a lot of people in my inbox sort of writing in a nice comment, and I'll fucking reply back, and then the next comment will be, oh, can you do a shout out for me? Can you say hi Ben in your next fucking video in Vancouver or whatever? It's like, fuck mate, this is not a fucking public notice board. A shout out, what, so that, you and your fucking two mates can fucking have a wank over it while I fuck my page up. And that's what all these sponsors are doing as well. They're basically going, can you do a shout out for our product in return for money? So I'm not going down that track, but I've got to fucking earn money, man, because otherwise you just fucking disappear and you don't do anything, and then you just go back and fucking work for these companies. You give up like so many people do these days and go, I'll fucking work for a big company and get good money and have all the toys. So I've been flogging this, which is a USB, 7 hours of Gary the Goat videos, none of my fucking long rambling political rants, just 7 hours of fucking funny shit from all around Australia. Fucking shitload of effort to make them, man, years. And it's $40 and you can get it on the merch tab of garythegoat.tv, and I'll fucking sign it if you want. And yeah, there's only fucking 2 middlemen involved in that. That's the postage company and the USB company. And so you're basically paying me for what I do, which is fucking nice. I appreciate fucking everyone who does this. Now, getting back onto being a social media fucking person and earning an income from it, if you have got a big following, is what most people realise quickly, or slowly, as in my case, is the only way to make money from it is selling your own stuff, man. Like, flogging other people's stuff is just, they don't give you fucking much money, right? They give you good money if you fucking, it's good pocket money if you fucking live at your parents' place, you know, and you know, sure, you get all the fame and people asking over your place and people wanting to fuck you, but I mean, nothing more than fucking you're going to get if you fucking put your mind to Tinder. And yeah, so I don't really give a fuck about all that. I just want to fucking do my stuff and raise a family and fucking do videos. So I'm really just looking for an income for that through a this donate thing and these USBs. So yeah, again, thank you everyone for doing it. And also, the thing is, this is the big thing, my philosophy is basically companies are taking over the world to fucking flog their products, which is fucking cool, flogging anyone's products, but it's getting to the stage now where the big companies are just banning anyone else from doing shit. Fucking medical industries, fucking you know, even fucking entertainers, you have to basically make money from this social media by flogging your gigs, man. If you've got a live show, you can make so much money from social media profile, but you're performing to fuck all people compared to how many people see your video. So you know, you got even big stars like fucking Madonna and, you know, Prince and Michael Jackson when they're alive, and you know, Prince and Michael Jackson got fucking, they got worn out, man. Both of them got worn out. Michael Jackson was in fucking debt. How the fuck is that cunt? Was that cunt in debt? You know, and they're going, oh, don't worry, we'll fucking go into training for this big tour, and we'll give you a doctor who'll just pump drugs into you day and night, and you'll be fucking right. And he died, man. And Prince, you know, look, you know, all the drug stuff that he went through. These illegal drugs just to fucking keep performing. It wears you out. And what would you rather from these Prince and Madonnas and all this? Do you want them to go on tour, which is good if you see the tour, or do you want them to fucking keep making fucking music? And these guys keep doing it, but they realise there's no money in it. David Bowie was a classic. He saw the writing on the wall pretty well before any big performer. He realised there was no money in his content, so he just fucking he fucking sold it off and created a company which had shares, and he wasn't earning money directly from his content, man. So if you guys who watch social media want fucking good content, you've got to pay for the content. And you don't have to, but it fucking helps out, man. Just give a fucking buck or two to your favourite performer so that they can just do good content. Otherwise, the information coming at you is all paid content. Like the fucking news coming to you, it's all paid by advertisers in the middle. So it's not saying the advertisers influence the content of the news, but definitely if you're getting paid by these big advertisers, they're going to make decisions. Oh, we're not going to fucking do that story. It's going to fucking piss off fucking these companies. You're not going to do a fucking big media campaign on chronic diseases, you know, telling people to fucking eat properly in a tabloid newspaper, because fucking half your advertisers are fucking cola and fucking shit food. full of sugar and fatty foods and shit. So that's how conspiracies work, man. It's not some fucking person up the top going fucking make sure this person gets nailed. It's just a whole lot of people who don't do stuff because it's not going to lead to them getting an income, or it's going to jeopardize their income. So I am basically just trying to fucking do good videos. When I'm on tour, I do fucking, you know what I do. I fucking do it every fucking day. If some fucking funny shit with Gary, I'll give it a fucking go. And when I'm off tour, I just process stuff, and I do more political stuff. Plus, I can't bring Gary overseas, man. He's on a farm, on a good farm. So, yeah, that's the story. Anyone who wants to support me, I really appreciate it. I've got a big court case coming up soon. I'm going to fucking take that head on, man. I'm just going to really stand up for what I believe in. Urine therapy, man. This is what I do when I fucking get off tour, mate. It's integral to me getting healthy quickly. And I'll be doing more videos on that soon about the comedian who's been taken to court for taking the piss. It's going to be political and funny. GaryTheGoat.tv. I hate fucking flogging this shit, man. I wish I didn't, but if I don't, there's going to be no fucking videos, or I'm just going to be flogging myself to fucking get your attention to sell someone else's fucking product. This is fucking my product, man, and I'm not saying buy this because you feel sorry for me. Buy it because it's fucking good value. 7 hours of fucking Gary videos, no fucking ads, all put together, chronological order. Thanks, guys. And girls.